2 Chronicles 29. Hezekiah began to reign when he was 25 years old, and he reigned 29 years in Jerusalem, and his mother's name was Abiyah, the daughter of Zechariah. And he did that which was right in the eyes of Yahweh, according to all that David his father had done. He, in the first year of his reign, in the first month, opened the doors of the house of Yahweh and repaired them. And he brought in the priests and the Levim and gathered them together into the broad place on the east, and said to them, Hear me, ye Levim, now sanctify yourselves, and sanctify the house of Yahweh, the God of your fathers, and carry forth the filthiness out of the holy place. For our fathers have trespassed, and done that which was evil in the sight of Yahweh our God, and have forsaken him, and have turned away their faces from the habitation of Yahweh, and turned their backs. And they have shut up the doors of the porch, and put out the lamps, and have not burned incense, nor offered ascending offerings in the holy place to the God of Israel. Wherefore the wrath of Yahweh was upon Yehudah and Jerusalem, and he hath delivered them to be tossed to and fro, and to be an astonishment, and the hissing, and as ye see with your eyes. For lo, our fathers have fallen by the sword, and our sons and our daughters and our women are in captivity for this. Now it is in my heart to make a covenant with Yahweh, the God of Israel, that his fierce anger may turn away from us. My sons, be not now negligent, for Yahweh hath chosen you to stand before him, to serve to him, and that ye should be his servants and burn incense. Then the Levim arose, Mahat, the son of Amashai, and Yoel, the son of Azariah, of the sons of the Kohathim, and of the sons of Merari, Kish, the son of Abdi, and Azariah, the son of Yehalelahel, and of the Gershonim, Yoach, the son of Zimmah, and Eden, the son of Yoach, and of the sons of Velithaphan, Shimri, and Yoel, and of the sons of Hasaph, Zechariah, and Mattaniah, and of the sons of Heman, Yehuel and Shimei, and of the sons of Yedutun, Shemaiah and Uzziel. And they gathered their brothers, and sanctified themselves, and went in, according to the command of the king, by the words of Yahweh, to cleanse the house of Yahweh. And the priests went in to the inner part of the house of Yahweh to cleanse it, and brought out all the uncleanness that they found in the temple of Yahweh into the court of the house of Yahweh. And the Levim took it to carry it out abroad to the brook Kidron. Now they began on the first day of the month to sanctify, and on the 8th day of the month came they to the porch of Yahweh, and they sanctified the house of Yahweh in 8 days, and on the 16th day of the month they made an end. Then they went in to Hezekiah the king within the palace, and said, We have cleansed all the house of Yahweh, and the altar of ascending offering, with all the vessels thereof, and the table of showbread, and all the vessels thereof. Moreover, all the vessels which King Ahaz in his reign did cast away when he trespassed, we have prepared and sanctified, and behold, they are before the altar of Yahweh. Then Hezekiah the king arose early, and gathered the princes of the city, and went up to the house of Yahweh. And they brought 7 bullocks, and 7 rams, and 7 lambs, and 7 he-goats for a sin offering, for the kingdom, and for the sanctuary, and for Yehudah. And he commanded the priests, the sons of Aaron, to offer them on the altar of Yahweh. So they killed the bullocks, and the priests priests received the blood and sprinkled it on the altar, and they killed the rams and sprinkled the blood upon the altar, and they killed also the lambs and sprinkled the blood upon the altar, and they brought near the he-goats for the sin offering before the king and the assembly, and they laid their hands upon them, and the priests killed them, and they made a sin offering with their blood upon the altar to make atonement for all Israel. For the king commanded that the ascending offering and the sin offering should be made for all Israel. And he set the Levim in the house of Yahweh with cymbals and psalteries and with harps, according to the command of David and of Garth the king's seer and Nathan the prophet. For the command was of Yahweh by his prophets. And the Levim stood with the instruments of David, and the priests with the trumpets. And Hizkiyahu commanded to offer the ascending offering upon the altar. And when the ascending offering began, the song of Yahweh began also, and the trumpets together with the instruments of David, the king of Israel. And all the assembly worshipped, and the singers sang, and the trumpeters sounded. All this continued until the ascending offering was finished. And when they had made an end of offering, the king and all that were present with him bowed themselves and worshipped. Moreover, Hizkiyahu the king and the princes commanded the Levim to sing praises to Yahweh with the words of David and of Asaph the seer. And they sang praises with gladness, and they bowed their heads and worshipped. Then Hizkiyahu answered and said, Now ye have consecrated yourselves to Yahweh. Come near and bring sacrifices and thank offerings into the house of Yahweh. And the assembly brought in sacrifices and thank offerings, and as many as were of a willing heart brought ascending offerings. And the number of the ascending offerings which the assembly brought was 70 bullocks, 100 rams, and 200 lambs. All these were for an ascending offering to Yahweh. And the consecrated things were 600 oxen and 3,000 sheep. But the priests were too few, so that they could not flay all the ascending offerings. Wherefore their brothers the Levim did help till the work was ended, and until the priests had sanctified themselves. For the Levim were more upright in heart to sanctify themselves than the priests. And also the ascending offerings were in abundance, with the fat of the peace offerings, and with the drink offerings for every ascending offering. So the service of the house of Yahweh was set in order, and Hizkiyahu rejoiced, and all the people, because of that which God had prepared for the people, for the thing was done suddenly.